Once again, here's Dorian trying to get its act together. You can see looking a little bit more like a hurricane for this morning. We do have some dry air trying to work into the storm, so that's not hoping it develop any. Right now, winds are at about 85 miles an hour, working to the northwest at about 13. Current track from the National Hurricane Center changes over to a Category 3 hurricane by tomorrow morning. Changes into a Category 4 by looks like Sunday, and by Monday morning, it should be pretty close to the coast of Florida. Somewhere, say, central Florida, or maybe just south of central Florida there. But anywhere inside that cone, the storm could go. So it could fluctuate north or south before we get to Monday. And then once it hits land, it's going to really slow down. Matter of fact, it's going to take another 24 hours to get to central Florida. So this thing is going to really provide Florida with a lot of rainfall. Looks like as we go towards early next week. Where does it go after that? Well, right now it's still kind of a question mark. Most of the computer models want to kind of turn it north, going into northern Florida, southern Georgia. So we'll have to wait and see if that's going to hold true. We're hoping it stays northward and stays away from most of the Gulf Coast. As we look at what's turning this thing, it's a big ridge of high pressure off towards our west, and then there's another ridge out towards the east here. In between those is going to be a little weakness in the atmosphere, and that's where that hurricane is going to want to go. So it's going to want to kind of steer it up into maybe northern Florida and into parts of southern Georgia as we head towards early next week. That'll keep it well away from southeast Texas. I really don't think it's going to be a factor in our weather as we head towards next week.